Good morning children. Last class we have seen about deforestation. So today in this class we are going to see about biodiversity and bioreserve. So what is meant by biosphere and biodiversity? So biosphere means it is the part of the earth in which living organisms exist. So biosphere will support the life of the living organism. Okay, so biosphere means it is the part of the earth in which living organism live. Okay, and what is meant by biological diversity or biodiversity? It refers to the variety of organisms existing on the earth. Okay, diversity means variety. So there are different variety of organism exist on earth, so they are together called as a biodiversity or biological diversity. Okay, so biodiversity means it refers to the variety of organism existing on the earth and their interrelationship with the environment. Okay, so what is meant by biosphere? Biosphere means a part of the earth in which living organism exist. Biodiversity means it refers to the variety of organism existing on the earth, their interrelationship with the environment. Okay, now what is meant by biosphere reserves? Biosphere reserves are areas that is protected from human intervention. So we know that because of human interference there is a lot of damage caused in the forest, and which leads to the endangered species. That means many of the species become extinct due to the human interference. Okay, so biosphere reserve are the area which is protected from the human intervention. Okay, so these areas help in conservation of endangered species. And what is meant by flora and fauna? Flora means the plants and animals which is found in the particular area is called as flora and fauna of that area. Now, what is meant by species? Species means it is a group of individuals that can breed and successfully produce fertile offsprings. Okay, so group of population which can reproduce and they can produce their offsprings is called a species. Then, what is meant by endemic species? Endemic species are the species of plants and animal which are found exclusively in a particular area. So, a group of population or a group of species of plants or animal which is found in the particular area is called as endemic species. So, due to the threat from mankind, it is important for us to conserve the forest and its wildlife, because wildlife is important for us to maintain ecological balance. Okay, so if there is no wildlife, or if we are not conserving the forest, it leads to lot of ecological effects in the environment. So in order to conserve the forest and wildlife, there is some of the bioreserves. So bioreserve means it is protected area from the human interventions. So some of the examples of bioreserve are wildlife sanctuary, national park. Okay, so what is meant by wildlife sanctuary? So, wildlife sanctuary is a naturally occurring sanctuary which provides protection for the species from hunting, predation, competition, or poaching. Okay, so humans will hunt elephants every for medicines. Okay, so this all can be prevented or can be stopped by providing protection of certain species by the help of wildlife sanctuary. Okay, so wildlife sanctuary is the naturally occurring sanctuary which will give protection for species from hunting, then production, competition or poaching. Okay, it is providing protection and suitable living condition to the wild animals. Then, so to conserve forest and wildlife, another one of the technique adapted, that is called national park. Okay, so a national park is a park that is used for biodiversity conservation. They are developed and maintained by the union government of our country. Then Project Tiger. So Project Tiger is also one of the bioreserve which is implemented to conserve the population of tiger. Okay, so Project Tiger was launched by the government to protect and conserve the tiger population in the country. Okay, so the main aim or main objective of this project is to ensure the survival and maintenance of tiger population in the country. So in the name itself, Project Tiger. So in order to protect and conserve the tiger population in the country, our government has launched the project called Project Tiger. And what is meant by endangered animals? Endangered animals means animals whose numbers are diminishing to a level that they might face extinction. So extinction means already we know that their population, so the last individual of the particular species also will not be, yes, so will be removed from the earth or will be wiped out from the earth is called extinction. So the animal whose numbers are reducing or diminishing to the level that they might face extinction are known as endangered animals. Then what is meant by ecosystem? Ecosystem is the sum total of all plants, animals, microorganisms, so all the living organisms in an area along with the non-living components such as climate, soil, river, deltas, etc. Okay, so ecosystem means the all living organisms along with the non-living components is called ecosystem. And Red Data Book. Red Data Book is the source book which keeps a record of all the endangered animals and plants. Okay, so Indian government also maintaining the Red Data Book. So in this book, it will keep the record. They will keep the record of all the endangered animals and plants. Okay, so Red Data Book is maintained internationally by an government organization. Then what is meant by migration? So migration means it is the periodic movement of animals from one place to another. Okay, so migration means movement of animals from one place to another. Okay, so this migration process usually done by the plants and by animals for breeding and to escape a harsh climate. So when there is a climatic changes, if the animal is not able to survive in the particular climate, they will move from the particular place to other place. Okay, that is called migration. Okay, so migration we can commonly notice in birds and fishes. So it's our duty to make the world a greener place. So how we can make the world a greener place? By recycling of paper. So paper industry, it is a leading cause of deforestation because in order to manufacture paper, they are using wood pulp, yes, so which leads to the deforestation. So recycling of the paper can help in reducing the consumption of wood pulp by the paper industry. So we have to recycle the paper which helps in reducing the consumption of wood pulp by the paper industry. Then Now, one more thing to conserve the wildlife and forest is reforestation. Reforestation means restocking of the destroyed forest. How we can again regain the destroyed forest? By planting new trees. That is called reforestation. Okay, so these are some of the ways which by which we can conserve our forest and wildlife. Understood, children? So not only this, one more thing, our government has implemented one of the act that is called Forest Conservation Act. Okay, so what is the aim of this act? The aim of this act is for preserving and conserving natural forest and meeting the basic needs of the people living in or near the forest. Okay, so the Forest Conservation Act aimed at preservation and conservation of natural forest and meeting the basic needs of the people living in or near the forest. Okay, so I hope that you all understand about the conservation of plants and animal. If you have any doubt, you can ask children. Thank you.